Do you want to improve your English without memorizing boring grammar rules? Then you're in the right place. Stories like this help you learn English naturally. You'll enjoy the adventure and learn real English along the way. So don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon. New stories drop every day. It was a regular Thursday afternoon. A teenage boy named Leo was walking through a quiet neighborhood in a part of town he had never visited before. He had finished school early, had nothing better to do, and decided to explore. The streets were calm. Trees lined the sidewalks, and most of the stores looked old, maybe even abandoned. Leo turned a corner and saw something that caught his eye. A tiny antique shop with a wooden sign hanging above the door. The sign read, "Time Treasures." Curious, he stepped inside. A small bell rang above the door. The shop smelled like dust and wood polish. Shelves were filled with old clocks, faded books, black and white photos, and strange metal objects. A slow-ceiling fan turned above him, making soft creaking sounds. No one seemed to be around. Leo walked through the narrow aisles, looking at everything with quiet fascination. That's when he saw it. On the back wall of the store was a collection of framed photographs. They were all portraits. Some showed men in suits, some showed women in dresses, and others were of children. But one photo made Leo stop cold. It was a clear image of him. Same hair, same jacket, same serious face. It wasn't just someone who looked like him, it was him. His heart started to race. He stared at the photo, trying to make sense of it. He had never been in this shop before. He didn't even know this part of town existed until today. He leaned closer to the photo. There was no date, no label, just his face, frozen in time, looking right back at him. Suddenly, he heard footsteps. Leo stepped back from the wall and turned around. A man appeared behind the counter. He was old, with silver hair and round glasses. He didn't say a word. He just looked at Leo and gave him a slow, knowing nod. Leo wanted to ask about the photo, but something told him not to. The man didn't seem surprised to see him. It was as if he had been waiting. Leo gave a quick nod back and left the shop. Outside, the sun had dipped lower in the sky. He checked his phone. It was almost 6 p.m. He had been in the shop for barely 10 minutes. He walked fast, trying to shake the strange feeling in his chest. Once he got home, he searched online for Time Treasures Antique Shop. Nothing came up. No location. No business listing. No reviews. The next day, he returned to the same street. The shop was gone. In its place was an empty lot. Just grass and a few bricks. No building. No wooden sign. Nothing. Leo walked back and forth, checking every corner. There was no mistake. This was the place. He never told anyone about what he saw. But from that day on, he started noticing strange things. Sometimes when he passed a window, he'd see a reflection that didn't quite match his movements. Other times, his phone would show photos he didn't remember taking, photos of him in places he had never been. One evening, he found an old book in his school locker. He didn't know where it came from. Inside, a page was folded. It showed a picture of Time Treasures. Same name, same wooden sign. But the book was printed over 30 years ago. According to the text, the shop was known for mysterious objects that appeared and vanished. People claimed it could trap moments or memories or even people. Leo closed the book and sat in silence. He thought about the photo on the wall. What if it had captured something more than just his image? What if it had taken a part of him? He never went back to that street again. But every now and then, he'd find another photo. In an envelope on his porch. In a drawer that should have been empty. In a library book he had never opened. Always the same photo. Always the same serious face, staring back at him. And every time, the photo looked a little older. Like it was aging instead of him. You just learned so much English without even realizing it. From useful expressions and past tense narration to conditionals and passive voice, all packed inside a thrilling story. That's the power of learning through stories. If you enjoyed this mystery, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you never miss a new one. And tell us in the comments, what would you do if you saw your photo in a place you had never been?